field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready, blue ready, 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Easy. Give me some. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check. Switch. Easy.
Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here I come again. He's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch the screen. Pass. Easy.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to work. Pass it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Jones. 50 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. This is Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. Mike 6 looks off. 56. Get that quarterback at all costs. Easy. Let's go.
4th down, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Mostert, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Jones, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the slap. Come on. Turn back. Green, quick.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. Black, 16-yard line. Let's get this. Hey, check.
Now Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 79 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
54 Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. On first down, Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 63 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, check that.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike, 54. Watch the slant.
Garoppolo on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That's just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Gets this one to use check. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, it's Jones. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
He get me. He's not going to get me. Switch.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Front yard, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. She want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number. I do this for the
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. Mike 5-4. You go night-night.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Squeeze, double.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Slam.
And now here's a carry heading left. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, switch gears.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running right, Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, 35 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 27. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Lock. 21. Pilot, 64, weak. 21. Rush in. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now a give, right side. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Watch twist. Watch even. No. Off. Check three.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scampering home from 19 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gay now set to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. On deck, punt. Check 24. Check 24. Jim. Easy.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready. Black 25 behind. 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wait. Watch the safety.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Airing this one out for him. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
11. Hey, gun.
They'll run it with Coleman. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
12. Safety's creeping. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
65.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Kill.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They will run again with Coleman, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. 28 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hatchie.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. Black 22.
Line 36.
Switch.
Check 43.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 73 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 73 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check it back.
21.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the blitz does come. Finds a seam inside the 40. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They run with Breida. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
This is Jones. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the